Alright, let's see if we can come up with a topic. Alright. I'm going to turn this up because people are doing things in other rooms. I think that there's a big difference between what people do when they're around their friends, when they do things at home. I don't think that's like, it's like maybe like a two-faced thing, but it's more like it's like it's a
let it die.
all right. All right. So most of the time whenever I was what's the word? Whenever that's a good one. I'm gonna see if I can infiltrate somebody else. Cool. I'd say,
all of us are shaking about as a result of your fighter being captured.
all right. Good Miss Tentacle. Confirm. Alright. There we go.
Hold on to something. It's going to get bumpy. Take care.
Okay, I gotta look upstairs. Most of the time whenever I was actually trying to do something with my life, trying to figure out some sort of problem, I go back in retrospect and try to figure out what got me there in the first place. Situations that decidedly so got me to a certain part of my life, and got me to a certain place where I needed to be in my most of the time whenever I actually got to certain parts of my life, I build upon what I'd actually do. And Bo, why are you chewing on that brush? I really need to get organized with my art supplies. I'm not going to be able to keep doing this. Most of the time, whenever I came across something that needed my attention, I looked up a different kind of
OBS needle sounds. Don't get annoyed. How about this track?
$90,000. Okay, I'm gonna go to I can do R&D.
got something nice there, ain't ya? Nothing goes wrong under my watch.
I don't know. The more I would start to think about the consequences of smell something. In the death bag, let's go to attack up by 260 seconds. I'm gonna have to do this against a boss.
Thanks. 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 It's turned out well. Come back anytime.
Oh, I don't have any coins or whatever. That's cool.
Obliterate your rioting students with one of 3 new teachers. Ministry of Education. Recommended product, Violence High. Available in arcades countrywide. Yotsuyama Enterprises.
Let's store some stuff. No, I haven't. Oh, it's 50,000. lot of coins. Just need to go defeat some more levels so I can get some more stuff. But what are you doing? Come on. The dog's in here with me. But yeah, when I was trying to figure stuff out and trying to make sure that I can that I could build more of a build a better situation for myself. 83,000. 89,000. Alright. What are you doing, Bill? Alright, I got some storage, some stuff. Here we go.
OBS needle sounds, bringing superior sounds to your ears.
Most of the time, when I would come to a certain conclusion, nope, they're all max. I guess what I tried to build as a younger person was somewhere where I could emotionally, what I tried to build. For myself, I was should have bought some more stuff. What are you doing, bro? What are you chewing on? Alright, hopefully dang it. I got a weapon. I guess the more I started to realize, just the more I started to realize that I was, kind of out of my league, I guess. Not exactly out of my league, but out of my, I didn't have the right, equipment to get the things done that I needed to, I guess. The more I tried to build something for myself, the more I realized that that was completely and utterly outgunned, I guess, as far as a the more I tried to build something for myself emotionally, the more I realized that that I was like just kind of like blowing in the wind, I guess. Not exactly blowing in the wind, but moreover trying to build something that I knew wasn't there. And the more that I realized that that place that I was like desperately trying to go to, that place was kind of a place that I couldn't go yet, you know? And that's where I guess I was afraid, I guess, that other people might actually go there in my psyche, or actually try to figure out those things that I was figuring out. I don't know, that's basically what how the efforts of my paranoia, I guess, went to. Or the kind of paranoia that I actually had. I realized that eventually it wouldn't really do anything. Like I wouldn't really make those big assumptions anymore, or those like I wouldn't actually go to those places that were just. It's like for the first couple of times that I realized something, I thought that I was basically in a trance. But the more I realized that trance itself was my hormones and my youth getting the best of me. Weapon is what I want. That is cool as fuck. There we go. The more I realized that it's annoying. The more I realized that that I was and I think there's a key around here somewhere that I have to find so I can go to that area. So I have to go around murdering all the enemies to see if I can find a key. But the more I realized whenever I was actually doing stuff in my life, the more I realized that if I rolled with the punches, if I was able to roll with the punches, then it was a lot easier for other people to get to know me. For me to understand that, and for other people to understand that. Other people understand that oh yeah, my friends are yelling at me. It's really annoying. Really stop. The more I realized that I realized that I was kind of out of my league, I guess. The more I realized that I was yeah, once I realized I was out of my league, I was pretty much under no pressure whatsoever. Cool. Blueprint. I guess, but the more I banked on ideas that made sense to me, the more I thought that I'm making sense to myself, and realizing that it's not that I was out of or in any league. It's the fact that I had confidence in myself and was able to make a better part of my life work, then people would actually respect me. And the more I realized that respect that I needed was or not needed, but wanted, I guess. Was something that I banked on. The more I realized what I was building on, and the more that I realized that building on that something was in a pretty big way more that I realized that Do I get items? Got blue metal, that's cool. I can switch out this one. This cotton. Take nothing. Alright, let's see if we can open up some shit. Let's see what can we do, I guess, with our map. Okay. I already had that. Alright. I think I can go now. Let's try harder. There we go. Might have to go up and then back down to go back down. That'll be probably it. I think the more I looked into what I was doing with myself, like having anger fits or putting myself last rather than first, in situations like I would say to myself that Nice. 101. Didn't realize I would take fall damage.
Welcome back. So what do you think about our insurance? Really? Thank you so much. Strong decision making is key to survival in these parts.
Why can't I get two, man? This is annoying. Yeah, I need here, guys. I might actually do it because I'm not stupid. Hey, Bo. See if we can go upstairs. This is the only way to go. And then hopefully I can go up to this place. And this is hard, dude. Is that a scorpion? It's scorpion. God damn it. Can't even kill it. Bullshit.
Welcome back. Your decision today will surely lead to a bright future for you.
How the fuck is he getting me? How the... Alright. Here. I think I've already been here. Yeah, I think I have. There's no enemies, so yeah, I remember doing this, so. Okay, there was enemies right here, so I think I gotta go this way. came from the area where okay, yeah, I remember. I don't remember this part. I don't think I remember this part. Wait. God damn it. Is it procedurally generated? If it's procedurally generated, then yeah, this is it. There we go. Jet engine thingy or whatever. God damn it is. How many do I have left?
Your death was
I have
totally
9
Bruce
left.
amazing this time too.
Let's do it.
So, really? Thank you so much. Strong decision making is key to survival in these parts.
Son of a bitch. Alright. I think this is the end
Welcome
of
back.
what I was
So what do
actually
you
talking
think about our insurance offer
I don't have
now?
that much more. That's more advice. I guess when things are going good, you can give as much advice as you can about how you got to that place. But then the more you share, the more you realize how unready you are for any sort of like positive thinking, I guess. I'm not saying that because I'm depressed or anything like that. Or I mean I do have what's the word? I mean, I am taking chronic depression medication, but that's more like a mood enhancer. It's more to keep me out of thinking about things that are just not the way that I think they should be. And that's not a chronic depression. It's more like a chronic problem in our world that basically makes me pissed off about society and the fact that it's like, oh, society is a lie. It's like, no, it's like if you lie a lot, then society becomes a lie to protect the truth from people who would use it for their own self-gain and benefit instead of using it for societal benefit. I don't know. Either way, you are your own one-man metaphorical bomb squad. No matter if I talk about anything or not, I think what I get through or what I get out of this is a pretty good amount of therapy and well-being, I guess. I don't know. I'll think about that. But the more I think about what people in my life want or what people in my life are trying to get to, the more unmotivated I feel sometimes whenever they run into roadblocks. And a lot of times I think that the more an idea is changed or morphed, the more I see my life fading away. You know? I mean, obviously you don't know, but the more that I see how depressed everyone around me is, the more I see the goals that I wish that I had for them, or the goals that I have for them at all, the more I see those plans fading away. the more I hear my friends argue or say stupid things to each other, the more that I see my little brother being depressed about certain things and not wanting to get over it, just wanting to get, or not wanting to get through it, but get over it and think that there's something just waiting around the bend for him, and he can think as much shallowly as possible. I do get concerned, but the more that I get concerned, the more that I'm told to shut up, and it's getting really annoying. Not to say that I have to move or to anywhere else, but I have to just find some new friends that have a more positive mindset, or not just a positive mindset, but don't keep the depressive thoughts in the forefront of their cortex, and try to see that same thing over and over again. You know? New ideas, you know? Just new ideas. It's hard to think about what people actually want for themselves. But the more I think about it, the more that I realize that the problems that I have to face in the future are probably going to be compounded because of the amount of time that I took off to be able to see what I wanted to see, to be able to lay back and relax. Or maybe I just got taught that by a certain person, namely my dad, or my parental situation. I think that the more I look into myself introspectively and see the positive that I want to come out, that I want to be able to share with people, and I want people to be excited about, it seems as though the more negative comes out of people. And I want to say that I'm selfish. I want to say that I'm but I know that's not to be true. Because if I was, then I'd have walked away a long time ago. And maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I see in other people. Maybe that's what I know about. Maybe that's what I see in everyday life. But I think also too that the more that I see the negative, the more it's harder to be able to see myself being a positive person around them. And then it's like every time that I see something go a little bit more awry, or every time I see something or someone say something that's just completely and utterly stupid, the more that I see myself away from them, the more that I see myself farted. Probably smells like garbage. Oh well. I just really wish that there were other reasons for people to act nice to each other. I really wish that they could be mature about something and say things that were really on their minds. And I guess that's probably the reasons why I went through therapy, to be able to realize those situations or things, because those were important to me. And I think that the more you realize that something is important to you, the more you'll start to realize that that thing itself is the reason why you keep doing the same things, or the reasons why you keep training the same way, or the reasons why you keep trying to find different situations that can that make you feel like you're that make you feel like you're a part of something not normal, but a part of something I've tried to build a situation in my life to where I can see the negativity and understand where that negativity comes from. But the more that I think I know where that negativity comes from, I don't know why I did that.
Your death was told. Your decision today will surely lead to a bright future for you. Now then, let's bring you back to life, shall we?
The more that I built a situation in my life to be able to be proud of, the more that I realized that situation in my life that I was proud of already was the reason why I was doing it in the first place. And the more that I noticed that the situations around me become more manageable, the more that I noticed that that I was building a better part for myself, a better future for what I really wanted to be. And the more I made a situation that I felt comfortable with, the more that situation became I don't know. Just spitballing, I guess. But yeah. The more negativity in your life, the more you have to realize that you're going to have to search for that positivity in order for something to be able to come out of it. In order for you to be able to figure out a situation that's better off for you. And I think I'm going to end it here. So, you are your own one-man metaphorical, or one-woman metaphorical, or anything metaphorical bomb squad. You can be the person that you really want to be. All you have to do is understand that the more situations come about whenever you're trying, whenever you're being that person, whenever you're understanding that thing you're trying to get to is what you really want to be, no matter what kind of obstacles happened in the past or stupidity has happened in your basic unwanted future. Or unwanted anything. Realize that there are realistic goals and there are realistic futures for you. The more you build on those realistic goals, the more that realistic futures you start to see. You start to see where those goals you entrusted yourself with get you, and the more you start to realize that that your own fortune is waiting for you in any form, basically, and not just any form, but where you really want it to be, like not like what you support and what you want to be put into when it comes to something like that. Realize that the goals that you put in front of you one day will become the stepping stones and the foundation of your entire career. No matter if it's a failure or if it's a success. Realize that, and realize that the more mature you become about being able to throw your weight around and tell people, this is the way that I feel about a certain situation, and these are the things that I want to accomplish. Not exactly throw your weight around, but tell people assertively without being irresponsible with your tone, or believing in something that you think is real, and then understanding that the more you go into it, the more you're believing in something that someone else has literally just imagined. And oh man, it's like people want to connect themselves to something. They want to connect themselves to something greater. And I think what they want to do, how they've wanted to do things, has made them believe in an unrealistic future where they find themselves in a constant loop of merely seeing things that are extraordinary instead of doing things that are extraordinary. And that's where I think the limit of what we think is conceivable ends, and the limit of what we think is preparable ends. I mean, let's see. the basis upon which we try to conceptualize what we know or to understand what we see in life? Do we really know what we're conceiving to be not truth, or I guess a concept of how lives intertwine? But also, do you see that future building or coming to a fruition? Or do you see that future collapsing or just coming to a plateau? And what is your envisionment for that future? So realize that resting time is all good, and being hopeful of the future while still being able to take in the present is amazing. But building a basic career path is something that manifests when you build a better life. Depending upon that life, as it seems to be within your grasp, realize that it was always within your grasp, and that you shouldn't bend for your future. You should realize that things bend, and in any case, in any way, any metaphorically or figuratively or in actuality, you should realize that when you stand tall and accept your fate, there is no losing. No matter what that fate might be. Thank you for listening, if you ever do.